But let's hear out what our experts are advising you. What should you do in such a market scenario? We have Kunal Bothra as well as Saurabh Jain joining us on the show. Very good morning to you, Kunal, as well as Saurabh. Thank you so much for joining us on ET Now and Buy Now, Sell Now. And onto the markets, but Saurabh, coming to you because Sensex hitting an all-time high levels, and we hope that Nifty hits that all-time high mark soon. But how are you seeing the broader markets are placed at this point in time going ahead for the second half of the year? Probably, do you believe that the broader market space could outperform the large caps, or it will be the large caps that will be the leading from front?
Hi, good morning. I think broader market participation is expected to continue. See, the kind of broader participation it is coming from the power space, capital goods space, banking, infrastructure, real estate. Most of the sectors have participated apart from the, I guess, healthcare or IT. So I expected this trend to continue. The point is that this time around the cost of many commodities have come down drastically, and the demand is resilient in India, especially given the context of the what is happening in the global arena. So here, growth and inflation dynamics are looking quite positive, and I think going ahead, I think the demand is expected to get a boost, especially at a time when the cost of money here in India is actually been balancing the growth also. So I expect this broader participation to continue, and the sector to flourish are expected. The capital goods, infra, power, reality. I think these sectors will further flourish.
From both of our experts on which pockets of the markets are likely to see an upward momentum, and talking about our experts, we have Kunal Bothra as well as Saurabh Jain on the show. Let's move on and let me take the first query, and this one is specifically for you, Saurabh, and this one is coming in from Raman from Chennai. He's holding auto ancillary stocks, Unipart, GNA axles as well as steel strip wheels. He's asking whether are they worth holding on to, or should he look to exit any of these counters or any other alternative buy? What's your take on these auto anch names? Do you think that these are best fit to ride the momentum?
Hi, good morning, Shed. See, we are quite optimistic on the auto and auto ancillary play. With respect to the out of the three stocks that you have talked about, I think GNA XL is experiencing some kind of a slowdown because of its exports market, especially the US one. Apart from that, I think that is the only concern. Apart from that, I think all these stocks are okay. And some more stocks I think you can look on like Uno Minda or maybe something like Sucrose. I think these stocks also hold immense potential.
Okay, moving on. So the next question is from Hamza, and she is holding 320 shares of Tata Power from a price of 216 rupees. She wants to know, can she add more at current market price? Her investment horizon is for the next 2 to 3 years.
I think if you want to hold for next 2-3 years, I think it's okay. But on the operational side, I think the earnings were not up to the mark. Some other stocks in the power baskets such as NHPC, SJV, and maybe NTPC holds immense potential because of the valuation and the dividend yield play in these stocks. So you can think to switch over.
One is coming in from Venkataramani, who's writing to us from Bangalore, and who's a senior citizen as well. Saurabh, the gentleman has about 5 lakh rupees which he's looking to invest for a period of at least 2 years, and in that investment he's expecting a yield of approximately 12 to 15%. He wants to know from you some good mid-cap picks where he can look to invest in for the next 2 to 3 years with good returns as mentioned.
If you're satisfied with 12 to 14% kind of a returns, I think then investing in bigger names like Larsen to Grow, maybe Reliance, and for that matter Maruti. I think these can fetch you good amount of return in the next 2 years.
Okay, moving on. The next question, Saurabh, is coming from SSV Chalam, and he's currently holding Bajaj Finance from a price of close to 6,000 rupees with 9 shares. And his view is long term, but given the move after the March lows in Bajaj Finance at this point in time, would you suggest booking profits out of this?
See, the company has made a tremendous comeback in terms of growing their balance sheet. Earlier, a year back, they were consolidating, doing kind of a consolidating activity. But now I think it's on a growth path. My take would be it is better to be in a large cap private sector bank. So I would rather recommend to book profit in Bajaj Finance and shift money to the ICICI.
All right, this next query, this one is coming in from Sanjeev Sinha, who's writing to us from Lucknow. And this one is for you, Saurabh. He wants to know whether Tata Communications is a good purchase for a long-term investment. And if yes, he wants to know at what price should he look to buy Tata Communications. What's your take on this one? Worth a buy for the long term?
Difficult for me to give up, what price would be a good price. But I guess the company is making good progress. If you look at the operational numbers, they are doing very good. So it can be a long-term buy for next 2 to 3 years.
So it is a long-term buy for the next 2 to 3 years.
And moving on to the next query, Saurabh, this one is for you, and this is coming from Vignesh from Vellore, and he wants to know which one amongst Dudla Dairy and Heritage Food is the best for long-term investment.
Stocks, both the companies are doing good, but in my opinion, I think out of the two, Heritage Foods is better one.
Okay, this one is coming in from SL Kumar writing to us from Kota, and this one is for you, Saurabh. He wants to know whether he should continue to stay put with Andhra Cements. 9,000 shares of Andhra Cement at a mere price of around 10.10 rupees per share. He wants to know whether he should stay put with this one. He seems to be already making a profit on this one, isn't it?
Well, we are bullish on the cement sector, but I think smaller players will always find themselves difficult to make profits even in a good scenario. So I would rather recommend him to take money from the table and invest in a company like Ultratech.
Okay, so the next question is from Kusuma, and she wants to know, can she buy Force Motors at this point in time? What's her outlook and any good entry points for the same? Her investment horizon is for the next 6 months to 1 year.
It's a good company. The company posted good show. I think we were surprised by the sales numbers that company has announced. I feel that one can buy this company for next 6 months to 1 year.
Okay, so the next question is from Bharatwaj, and he's currently holding shares of BEL, 750 shares at a price of 104. Wants to know, can he buy more at current market price, and any sort of targets that you are looking out for? He's a long-term investor.
I think if you look at the growth prospects are looking very promising for the next 3-4 years. They have good order book. They are continuously winning orders from the government side because of the thrust of spending on the defense side, investments that government is doing. So I feel 20-30% kind of a CAGR can be generated in BEL, and it is a stock which you can buy in a staggered manner in every time you see dip in the markets.
Okay, so the next question is from Subramaniam from Chennai, and he wants to know the short to medium term outlook on two counters. Firstly, Century Inca, and the other one is, I'm not sure whether you track this one or not. The name is Taneja Aerospace. What will be your advice on both of these?
As Taneja Aerospace we do not cover. On Century Inca, I feel things are moving good for the sector in the company. One can buy.
Okay, moving on, and Saurabh, what's your view on BPCL? Padma is a senior citizen and holding the shares from a price of 410, currently at a loss. So going ahead, do you believe that she could have the recovery for BPCL, and what's the outlook going ahead?
See, these companies are making good amount of profits both on the refining and marketing side. Earlier, they were losing money on the marketing side, but I think the profits that these companies are generating are a testimony to that. I think you can hold on to this stock.
Okay, so I'm coming to you for the next one, a bit of a longish query. This one is from Kiran Chopra from Lucknow, and she's a senior citizen and wants to invest rupees 40 lakhs, but 5 lakhs she wants to invest for 3 months, 15 lakhs for the next 6 months, and 20 lakhs for the next 1 year. So any short, medium as well as long-term stock picks would be helpful, and what will be your stock recommendations?
Yeah, be able to guide on the long-term side. I think capital goods, banks, power, infra, I think these are the good sectors. So my take would be like you can buy Reliance Industry, ICICI Bank, Larsen to Grow, and TPC. These stocks can be good for the long-term investment.
Okay, and the first query is for you, Saurabh. The question is from Rohan, and he's holding 1500 shares of Vishakha Industries from a price of 99 rupees. Can he average this particular counter further, sell or hold?
Better to exit.
Okay, Saurabh, what's your outlook on Vodafone Idea? So, Ghosh Tata from Delhi is holding 80,000 shares from a price of 7 rupees. What's the outlook going ahead?
I would suggest him to switch over to Bharti.
Okay, Saurabh, what's your outlook on Vijaya Diagnostics? Sukanya is holding 50 shares at a price of 448 rupees. What could be the medium-term outlook for this one?
Lot of competition in this space. Better to exit.
Okay, and lastly, this one is coming in from Mahesh from Delhi. Bought about 1,900 shares of IDFC First Bank at 54 rupees. Makes sense to switch half of that to AB Capital, Saurabh.
I would rather recommend to switch over to ICICI.
Okay, but with this, viewers, it's time's up on the rapid fire session as well as onto the Buy Now Sell Now show. Kunal and Saurabh, thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now and helping all our viewers with their stock related queries. But with this, viewers, it's a goodbye from me and Cheryl and the entire team who put the show together. Markets are seeing a bit of a recovery from the day's lowest point, but you don't go anywhere. When markets are low, will take the action.